So the African case study is about IUU, that is illegal, unregulated, and unreported landings. And this is a very serious problem in Africa, especially the case of Nigeria and Ghana. We have a situation where fish constitute about 60% of animal protein consumption in Ghana and about 40% in Nigeria. But then, among the small scale fishes, the artisanal vessels, there is overcapitalization, so many canoes. But in addition to that, there is also the use of destructive fishing methods, such as dynamite and sometimes even poisons, that destroys the ecosystem. And then we also have the trawlers that are mostly, the beneficiaries are mostly international, I mean, from other countries. And these trawlers also do bottom trawling that destroy the benthic floor of the ocean. So the idea is to find out how, uh, try to connect these issues of or the nexus of food, uh, climate change, and biodiversity. So we know that the practices are actually leading to reduction in availability of fish for consumption among the fishing communities, and there are a lot of evidence to that effect. Um, and as I indicated in Ghana, for example, in 2006, fish consumption per person per year was about 26 kilograms, but it's not about 20 or 19 kilograms. And the situation is not different in Nigeria. So, how then do we promote sustainability in the extraction of these resources so that it will improve the quantity of food or the amount of food that is available for the communities? Or how do we find out how the impact of IUU fishing is having on the livelihoods, the food consumption of the rural folks in Ghana? And then we are also interested in looking at biodiversity, because once the destructive methods are used, it alters the marine ecosystems. And when the marine ecosystems are altered, the reproductive capacity of these ecosystems diminish. We are not able to produce enough fish, and that is leading to, or that is actually, um speeding up the depletion of the stocks. But then all this also has implications for climate change. First of all, because the climate is changing, and there are all kinds of experiences that were not, there previously. For example, we have tidal waves that are, trying to affect some communities along the coast. So occasionally you have these tidal waves, and communities have property destroyed, and some livelihoods are destroyed. But then they are unable to cope because the fisheries are not properly managed. Because they are getting less and less from the fisheries, and they are poor, they are not able to generate enough resources to be able to adapt to the changing climate. So that's one thing that we also want to consider in our analysis. The other thing is that because uh, of the destructive methods that they are using, of course, catch levels are going down, and then they are seeking new grounds like fishing in mangroves, etc., and that is causing further depletion of the stock. So that also is something that could be considered. So, in effect, we are trying to look at issues around food, and livelihood of fishing communities as a result of the illegal fishing activities, and then how that is connected to biodiversity because of the activities are destroying the marine ecosystems, and then how climate change is connecting all this, and further leading to loss in livelihoods and deterioration in the living conditions of the fisher folks.